Find the domain and range of the inverse of this relation. Well, before we can find the domain and range, we first need to find the inverse of our relation. So to do that, let's make an xy table. So we set up our xy table, and then we put all of our x values in this column and all of our y values in this column. So let's start with our first ordered pair, 0, 2. 0 is our x value, so it goes in the x column. 2 is our y value, so it goes in the y column. Now repeat this for the other ordered pairs. We have 3, 4, -3, -2, and 2, 4. Great! Now we need to find the inverse. Step number 2 is to find the inverse of this relation by switching our x and y values. So, all of our x values are going to become y values, and all of our y values are going to become x values. So let's set up another xy table. Except here, we'll have x prime and y prime, since we flipped those values. So, instead of 0 being an x value, it's now going to be a y value. Instead of 2 being a y value, it's going to be an x value. Now we repeat this for the other ordered pairs. Instead of 3, 4, we have 4, 3. Instead of -3, -2, we have -2, -3. And lastly, instead of 2, 4, we have 4, 2. Now we found the inverse of our relation. We're ready for our last step. Step number 3 is to find the domain and range of the inverse of the relation that we just found. So, let's start with the domain. Remember, the domain is the set of all the x coordinates. So, look at our x coordinates of our inverse. We have 2, 4, -2, and 4. So when we write that set, we have 2, 4, -2, and since we have 4 twice, we only write it once. So this is our domain. Now for the range. The range is the set of all the y values. So we have 0, 3, -3, and 2. If we put those in a set, we have 0, 3, -3, and 2. Now we found our domain and range. We took our relation, found the inverse, and then took the domain and range.